I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. I'm going to take a look at the 87 rated Quagliarella today. Not expensive at all, nice, cheap and cheerful. I say cheerful. Not really. His stamina would beg to differ. But his highest rated card before this was an 86 rated. So this is the highest rated Quagliarella you can get. If you are a fan, then you're going to have to use this if you want to play with him at all, right? 4-star, 4-star, 5'11", right-footed, medium, average body type, 37 years of age, and still banging out informs and getting himself goals left, right, and centre. Not as good as he was last season, I don't think, but still, to be able to still do it in a top flight league, 37 years of age is just mad. I struggle to run a mile, you know? So there it is. It is what it is. 76 acceleration, 73 sprint speed. Not ideal. You can't really, I mean, you can do a little bit about it. You can give him a hunter if you really want to go spend the money on it, fine. But I don't know. 91 positioning, 94 finishing, 95 shot power, and then 94 long shots. That is, I would say, where the card kind of hits its peak. That is what you buy it for. His finishing is brilliant. The issue that you have is keeping him on the pitch long enough to score goals, getting him into the position in the first place to score the goal, and I mean, that's enough, really, I think. Chemistry-wise, you know, nice, easy fit into teams. It's not difficult. I could link him with my Andrea Pirlo, for example. Said his name really weird. Sounds like pillow. It's not. It's Pirlo. Anyway, I can link him into a team quite easily. The problem is, of course, is when you get him there are definitely going to be issues. But that's the problem. Or not the problem. That's a given. You know, these cards that I'm reviewing recently, then a lot of them aren't high end. A lot of them are like 75 rated, 84 rated, 87 rated. They're not going to be competing with Team of the Seasons and Summer Heat cards and whatever the hell pre-season is. So yeah, the whole point of me doing these videos is not that, hey, this is actually the best card I've ever used, so get him in your weekend league team. No, of course it's not. But if you're a fan of Quagliarella or you want a challenge, this could be something a little bit interesting. Can you use this card at all in FIFA? Can you score goals with it? Can you play with it and not want to pull your hair out? The answer to that question, yes. Yes, you can. There are exceptions to the rule. Of course, it depends on how good you are and what your opponent level is like. If you're playing against someone who's better than you, you are definitely going to struggle, and you may want to take him off and bring someone else on if you care. You know, I've given up now, really. I've given up caring about results. My goals for the rest of this FIFA is to just try and enjoy it as much as I can. The way that I do that is by using players that, when you go into a game against your opponent, they see your team and they laugh because they think, well, that's a crap team. I'm going to walk all over this. And they may very well score 9 goals against you. But if I can score 1 goal with the player that is the worst player in the team, or a player that on paper doesn't really do it, that's a win for me. I don't care about the results so long as I can get a goal or 2 with my player. And in this instance, of course, it's Quagliarella. Can you do that? Absolutely. If you play a certain way, and that is to just use Quagliarella as a facilitator, right? So when you play the ball into him, don't look to run with it. Absolutely pointless. He has no legs. He has barely any stamina. His strength doesn't match up with his agility and his balance. It's not really ideal. Running with him, unless you've got like insane skills and you are really good at this game, I would just not bother. I would advise against it for sure. However, what I would do is play the ball into him, look to hold it up very briefly, and then lay it off again. Don't necessarily do a 1-2 pass, because he will venture forward, especially if you've got instructions on him. His medium work rates are a little bit deceiving. He does like to get forward. But if you have instructions on him to stay forward, chances are, I wouldn't say get him behind, because again, he's just going to waste that stamina. But if you just use him, quick passes from him into the wingers, into the cam, and then you get around the outside and play it across, he doesn't miss the target. His finishing is brilliant. I'm a big fan of this guy in front of goal. The only problem with him is getting into that position. You have to fight the urge to try and beat people. Even though he has 89 ball control reactions and composure with 83 dribbling, doesn't sound terrible. If you give him a chem style, whether that be a sniper or whatever, you know, he does turn into a 91 rated striker. You do get into the 90s for ball control reactions and dribbling. His agility becomes semi-usable. The temptation is to perhaps run, do some skills, beat people. You can now and again. If you just pass it out, though, and you give it out and hope to get it back inside the penalty area, he will be there. His positioning is brilliant, and he will score goals. I had fun with him, to be honest, and it took me a couple of games to sort of realise, look, you can't beat people with this guy. He's not there for running through, because he runs out of stamina too quickly, he's not quick enough, etc, etc, right? So just go around the outside, maybe play it into him once, lay it off, let him make a run, play the ball in behind, and as soon as he gets in on goal and he's able to shoot, crack it near post. If you're able to hit it through a finesse, and you know, you've got the angle for it, and fair enough. He's got finesse shot trait, which is nice. He's also got outside the foot shot trait. So that is ideal, and those are hidden sort of talents, if you will. You can curl it around any goalkeeper, you can hit it near post with the outside of the right foot, whether it be at the far side or the near side, so it doesn't matter which angle you're coming in at, he's going to be able to use his stronger foot. He's just actually a pretty decent card if you ignore the fact that you can't really run with him. Not foot champs worthy. I wouldn't recommend anyone go out and buy him because he's going to improve their team, but if you want a challenge, yeah, not a bad card. I actually quite enjoyed myself. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, whether you've tried him, whether you're going to try him. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.